Also, want you to know that worrying energies is a little bit hereditary. Not so much in your DNA, but energetically, if your mom or father worried a lot, they worried a lot about money, they worried a lot about the kids being okay, they worried a lot about maybe the furnace blowing up, or they worried a lot about, things, and that's all you saw as a child. And then you look at your grandparents, and they were the same. They were still worried about the farm, the burning down. They're worried about the cattle. But sometimes when we do a reading, that worry energy, believe it or not, can go back 16 lifetimes. So no wonder you're having a challenge in getting rid of that worry energy, because you've got a heritage of this worry energy pushing you along. You may be a very positive person, and this isn't about positivity. This is about an energy that just won't let go. You have to write an exam, for instance. I had one the other day where they had to get 75% in an exam to pass. And when they got this exam, they were going to get a diploma or a certificate, whatever it was, so they can apply for this job. The job has already says if you can come up with a certification, we will hire you at $30 an hour. To them, that was like double their income. And he says, okay, so it's all about this exam. And then in the session, he says, well, what if I fail? Well, you know what that would mean? I'm not going to get my diploma. I'm not going to get that job. I'm going to be destitute. I'll be kicked out of my apartment. And he says, whoa, nothing has happened yet. Where is this? But do you see what happens? When your mind takes over, it keeps going. It's like a relay, and it gets worse. You go from the fact that you are about to write this exam to you just got kicked out of your apartment, and nothing has happened. So in other words, your mind has created a story already. And so that, when I heard this, I said, I'm not buying that. And I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing you're going to get over 95%. You're going to ace this. Really? I says, absolutely. How many hours have you studied? And he told me, 20, 30 hours. Well, you're going to do very well. But you don't need me to tell you. And whatever I say, who cares what I say? But what are you hearing in your head? And where's that worry coming from? And why are you letting your mind go from one to the other? So in other words, energy can be this hereditary type matrix of energy where one goes into the other. That your mind will quiet itself down. Most people try to force it down. And it does quiet down. Much like an aquarium when you start cleaning it. If you just leave it alone, the sediments will just go to the bottom itself. You don't have to force it down. The laws of nature has its own way of clearing itself. It doesn't need your interaction or intervening of everything for things to work. In fact, try to speed up the growth of a rose as it's growing, where the petals are just about ready to open. And you're saying, I really want to see the inside. And you forcibly open it. You'll end up killing it. Wait for it. Patience. And worry, there is no patience. So in the worrying, your mind is still in charge. And so in this meditation, I want you to select the biggest thing in your life right now that you're worried about. Is it the kids? Is it your health? Is it your business? Is it the fact that you have to write an exam and it's an important one? Or you have to be in front of a group of people and you think you're going to be ridiculed or you're going to say something dumb. I want you to pick one thing that you're worried about. I know all of us can choose at least one thing, even if it's as delicate as I'm just worried about making sure my kids get to school on time, or make sure that they're healthy and they're safe, even if it's something like that. But I want you to choose the biggest one that's most dominant in your life right now. I'm always a believer, and when we start clearing something, I want to get rid of the biggest thing first. We are located on our Facebook page called Group Tuning Class with Tony. And until next time, namaste.